Hi, my name is Randy Hicks and greetings from Chiang Mai, Thailand. Sawadee Kap, Sabai Mai Kap. Hey, if you are an American senior citizen like me and you live overseas, either full-time or part-time, or even if you like to travel internationally, you probably already know, or if not, you need to know, that Medicare does not cover us overseas, not for emergencies, not for regular treatment. Basically, original Medicare covers nothing out of the United States and a few of the territories like American Samoa and Guam. There is one exception. I did a video just a few weeks ago on changing your policy to an advantage plan. Many of those do cover out of the United States, but only for limited periods and only for emergencies. So it's really not a satisfactory solution. So I'm doing this video because I want to start a revolution. Not that kind of revolution, a peaceful revolution, but an unrelenting revolution nonetheless. I don't know about you, but I'm literally outraged over the fact that after working our entire lives, paying into these benefits, they are being denied to us when we need them the most. Do you remember that movie from a few years ago, actually many years ago, about that news anchor that was so fed up with things in America, he went berserk on air?
You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
That's what I'm talking about. So I am angry, and I hope that you are too about this issue. And I bet if we asked our greatest of U.S. presidents, they would feel the same way. Even people that aren't Americans can see how wrong it is to deny us these benefits. My girlfriend is Thai, and she had this to say about it.
Maybe we should stay in bed, pretend that everything's the same, just a little painting, but baby with
Thank you, Joy. And if you're wondering what that message was, the three joys were telling you three things. Number one, get out of your seat. Number two, have your voice heard. And number three, let's work together to make this thing happen. Well, the good news is if we care, we can actually get our voices heard if we work together. And some of you might be kind of thinking, Randy, you're a dreamer, you're naive. We're not going to get Congress to change anything regarding Medicare, but I can prove that you're wrong. I'm a lawyer. I've worked with lawmakers both on the federal and the state level for more than 30 years. I've actually written laws myself and gotten them passed. They change Medicare regulations all the time. During COVID alone, there was more than 200 legislative changes to Medicare coverage. So change can happen. But we have to work to do it together. And I actually have a plan. I have a plan that I think can work. But it's going to take us working together. It's not going to cost you one penny, but it will take about 15 minutes of your time. So please keep watching, and together, I really think we can make this happen. So before I get to the details of my plan in terms of what you and I can do together to make this happen, I want to discuss a few concerns that some of you might have, because I want you to be fully invested and see that this really can work, or you're not going to be doing what I'm asking you to do. First off, some of you might be thinking, hey, it's not really reasonable to ask the United States government to be paying for our Medicare benefits out of the United States. It's just not feasible. Well, I can disprove that very quickly because our government is already doing it, and it works just fine. If you are a retired military member, you get what's called TriCare. It's called TriCare for Life. TriCare for Life not only covers retired military members out of the United States, whether they're living there permanently, whether they're just vacationing, not only for emergency care, but regular preventative care, just like you would receive in the United States. And they have two different formats in which they do it. In the Philippines, they've got a special program where it's basically set up like a PPO. There's approved providers, approved hospitals, where if you go there, your benefits are received and there's no cash payment and reimbursement needed. Outside of the Philippines, you pay for the care yourself and then you're reimbursed. So I would bet you that if we looked into the records of the Department of Defense, the amount that they pay for retired military members per person per year that live out of the United States, where medical costs are much, much lower, I bet you that they are paying less for that than they are for military members that are using their benefits within the United States. So right there, it disproves any argument that this can't be done or it's not financially feasible. And remember, medical costs around the world are much less than the United States. In fact, medical costs in the United States are outrageously high. The same can be said for the cost of drugs. The United States is way off the charts, and not just with countries like where I live in Thailand. In fact, let me tell you about Thailand. We've got great medical care here. I can go to an English-speaking, Western-trained doctor, and a regular appointment costs me 500 baht. That's about $15. About 1/10 of what a doctor would cost in the United States. And the quality of care is even better because the United States, every time I go to a doctor, I'm sure you experience the same thing. The doctor's got their hand on the doorknob to leave before I've even asked a question. They want to be in and out. Here, out of the United States, doctors sit down, they talk to you, they take time, they treat you like a person. You actually get good quality care. So for those of you that think medical care outside the United States is not equivalent, you're right. It's quite often better and it's cheaper. So my point is that if we're getting medical care out of the United States, it's actually costing Medicare less than it would be if it was in the United States. And that's not just true of countries like Thailand. It's true of major industrialized nations like Sweden, like Switzerland, like Germany, like England, like Australia. The medical costs there are all substantially less than in the United States. The other concern some of you might have is that this really isn't feasible. But as I mentioned before, legislative changes occur all the time. And just a regular guy like me, I wrote a law myself and I worked to get it passed and it became law. It was not a major law. I work in the field of adoption in California. But for my field, it was very important and I got it done. So for something major like Medicare, it's going to take all of us working together. So let me tell you exactly what my plan is. There's actually two parts to my plan, and it's a relatively simple plan, but plans don't need to be complicated to succeed. In fact, I think the best ones that are easy to follow have the best chance of success. The first part of this video is to make your voices heard. I'm going to put on the screen, and I'll also put in the description, so you can either pause the screen or you can go to the description and you can copy and paste it. Is a very simple letter to our legislators that I'm asking you to send on your own behalf. There's going to be 4 people that you send this to. Your 2 U.S. senators that represent your state and your congressional representative and the White House. It's actually very easy to reach these people. I'm going to put in the description the links where you can put in your zip code and find out who your representatives are and exactly how to message them. It also lists their phone numbers. If you want to call them, even better. But at least I want you to message them. You can either cut and paste my message, you can write your own version that might well be better than mine, but make your voice heard. And let them know that you're not planning to vote for them unless this is passed. In fact, you'll actively work against them if they don't get this done, because it makes sense and we deserve it. Now, one problem that you might find is when you go to this government website and you are asked to enter your zip code, it will only accept a U.S. zip code. So you might have to enter your last U.S. zip code if you're permanently living out of the United States. But you're still an American, your voice counts. And I think there's 3 reasons why these politicians will listen to us if we have sufficient numbers. Number 1, and you might say I'm somewhat idealistic, and I admit that I am, but I think that some politicians really want to do the right thing. And we're asking for something that really is the right thing. I mean, think about it. We've paid into these benefits our entire lives, and now they're being denied to us when we need them the most as seniors. Some people move out of the United States because their Social Security payments are so small, they can barely afford to live in the United States. And then they move out of the country, and now they lose their Medicare. Number 2, we can show how full international coverage by the U.S. government is already working effectively and economically with TriCare for Life. so Medicare can follow that model. And 3, more than anything, politicians want to be reelected. So let's make this an issue they know they're going to lose votes over if they don't support it. Now, the second part of my plan also requires your involvement, but the work is going to be done by YouTube. YouTube is one of the greatest voices in the universe to share information, and we're going to use it. This is what I need you to do. I need you to click the share button at the bottom of this video. You don't even have to have a YouTube account. Anybody can click the share button on your phone or on your computer and share it with people. Let them know about this, spread the word. And it doesn't need to be just your expat friends that live out of the country. It can be your relatives that care about you. You might know people that are only 40 right now, and they may dream about living out of the country one day. They're going to want this benefit. There's a lot more people that are going to be interested in this issue than just Americans living at present overseas. And if you don't know how to share a video, like some of you may not, stick around to the end. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do it, because probably of all the things I'm talking about, this is one of the most important ones. The next thing that's important is to let YouTube know this video is important, because if they see it as an important video, in other words, a video that people are interested in, then they will share it to others on their own without you and me even having to do it. It will appear in the feeds and whatnot of YouTube. So how do we make that happen? Well, YouTube has some very simple algorithms that they use. One is, how much of this video did you watch? Hopefully you're not skipping around and you're watching the whole thing, because when they see people watch a lot of a video or even replayed the video to watch more of it, they say, hey, people like this video. The other thing that's important is to like the video. Just click the like button. That tells YouTube, again, this is a video that people are reacting to. Another way to show that interest in the video is to comment in the video. You don't even have to say very much. You can say, I agree, let's get this done. Or you can give your opinion and give some details. You might have some great ideas. I don't pretend to be a Medicare expert. Feel free to give your thoughts on this issue. Now, the problem with those two things I just mentioned, writing a comment or clicking the like button, requires you to have a YouTube account. So I'm going to ask you to open one. Now, it doesn't cost you anything. There's no downside to having a YouTube account. Do you know that 95% of the people that watch YouTube don't have a YouTube account? So you're in the majority if you're one of those people. But believe me, by having a YouTube account, again, it's free, it's easy. I'm going to show you how to do it in just a minute. It'll take about 20 seconds and you are a YouTube member. So not only for this video, but in the future, you're going to be happy you did it, because now you can actually click like or dislike. You can register your opinion regarding a video. You can write a comment and get a reply from creators. It'll really make YouTube a lot more fun for you. So by doing all these things, you're telling YouTube this is an important video, and they will start sharing it with other people. So I'm asking you to share it, like it, write a comment. If you want to subscribe to my channel, great. I'd love that, but I want to be forthright with you. My channel is not about Medicare. So if that's what you're after, don't subscribe. My channel is about international travel, living overseas, visiting overseas, especially Chiang Mai and Thailand, but also other countries in the future. So more than happy to have you as a subscriber. All right, that's the end of the video, except for those of you that need the tutorial. So please, I think a lot of you need to stick around. So thank you for watching. I hope that you won't just move on to the next thing. If this is an important issue for you, for some of you, this is a life-changing issue. Please do the things that we talked about. Do them right now. Why wait? And let's make change happen together. All right, thanks for joining our video tutorial with the goal to get the word out about Medicare internationally. We're going to talk about how to share, like, comment, all those kind of things that you need to know. Let's start with some basics. As we go through things, you might want to pause the video. You can just move your cursor onto the screen. You'll see this bottom line appear, including those two lines. If you click that, it'll pause the video. To restart it again, you move your cursor back on the screen. Now you'll see the arrow. You click that to start again. One thing I wanted to mention just for your comfort in using YouTube, people always complain, why are those subtitles there? If you see that little gear icon, if you click it, this will pop up. You can turn off those subtitles. All right, if you do nothing else, I hope that you will share this video. If you scroll down from the screen, you'll see the share button. Just click it. You'll see this screen pop up that shows all your social media options. Hopefully you have a Facebook account. If you do, please click that. It will automatically copy the link for the video so that when you are now on Facebook, all you need to do is click send. You can also click email and that will copy the link and automatically be in the email, and you can send it to whomever you want. You can also click copy, which will then copy the link you see to your left. Then you can paste it wherever you like. Just go to the top of your browser, whether it's Chrome or Safari, click edit, it'll drop down to paste. You click that and it's pasted. All right, let's talk about how to like and comment and subscribe, but to do those things, you have to have a YouTube account. So if you've been waiting, this is your opportunity to do it. If you scroll down from the video screen, you'll see the word subscribe. Go ahead and click it, and that will bring up this drop-down menu, and you will click sign in. Now I know you don't have an account to sign in yet, but that's how you get there. You'll then click on create account, and then you'll get this screen giving you these options. You're probably going to click for my personal use. Then they'll ask for your first name. You don't even have to give your last name. And they'll ask for your date of birth. The reason they do that is because some videos are age restricted. And then last, they'll ask you for your email address. They'll then send you a code to verify that that's really your email address. So you'll just copy that and then enter it right here and then click next. And congratulations, you now have a YouTube account. That was actually pretty simple. All right, now that you're a YouTube member, you can like a video, and that's really easy. Just scroll down from the picture and you'll see the thumbs up. Go ahead and click it. You've now liked the video. You'll see it change color, and it'll say unlike under it. So if you click it again, it will unlike the video. So don't think you can click it 10 times and you've liked the video 10 times. You've just liked and unliked it over and over again. Adding a comment is also very easy. Just scroll down from the picture. At the top, you'll see either the picture you've loaded for yourself, or if you haven't loaded one, you'll see a little image like this. And then you just write your comment. When you're done, you click comment, which will be at the bottom right, and your message is posted. The next option you have to show your support for a channel and a video is to subscribe. If you choose to do that, and of course, I'd love if you subscribe to my channel, you click the subscribe button. You're going to see this drop-down menu, and you have the option to ring this bell, which will then give you notification of the fact that this particular channel, in this case, my channel, whenever they've released a new video, you'll get a notification in your YouTube inbox. So this will tell you how many messages you have. This is also where you'll see if you have a message. Let's say that you wrote a comment to a creator and they replied. This is where it's going to show up. You just click the bell and your messages will appear. And congratulations, you're done. Now it's just time to share, like, comment, and if you'd like, subscribe. So thank you so much for being a part of this effort to get Medicare internationally for all of us. I really believe that we can do this, but only if we do it in big numbers. And it starts with me, and it starts with you.